I am Edmund Burke, and in our last conversation Mr. Paine presented his argument that Britain's decline is the inevitable consequence of inherited privilege, monopolized land, and a political class that has always served itself at the expense of everyone else. It was a formidably argued case. I told him it was completely wrong. He did not take that well. I am Edmund Burke. I rarely take being wrong as an option.
And I am Thomas Paine, and in Part 1, Burke spent considerable time explaining that everything I have identified as the cause of Britain's suffering is actually the load-bearing architecture of civilization, and that dismantling any of it would bring everything down. I have heard this argument applied to every injustice in human history. It did not stop me in 1776. It will not stop me now.
Since Mr. Paine was generous enough to summarize my position accurately in Part 1, I will return the favor here, fully intending to take it apart the moment I have finished presenting it fairly. Burke's most sophisticated position, in its strongest possible form, is this: societies are not mechanisms, but organisms. The traditions, customs, and institutions that appear from the outside to be mere privilege and entrenched advantage are frequently the load-bearing structures of a civilization, and you cannot remove them without knowing what will fall. A society that knows who it is, where it came from, and what it owes to those who built it has a coherence that no amount of abstract rights theory can manufacture or replace. British identity and British habits of governance, whatever their flaws, represent something that took centuries to build and can be dismantled in a generation by people who mistake criticism for understanding. The immigration question in this most respectable version of my argument is not about race or ethnic prejudice. It is about whether any society can absorb demographic and cultural change faster than it can integrate it without losing the shared understanding that makes it a functioning society, rather than simply a collection of people in the same geography. That is the steelman. It is the most intellectually honest form of an argument that has been used to justify some of the worst policies in British history, but it deserves a genuine answer, and I will give it one.